I don't got fears or problems, only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up, name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter when they come.
See me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game.
Okay, Coach, so normally thoughts turn to basketball this time of year in the Hoosier State, but not so this year. The NFL playoffs have come to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? Mike 29. And what's that? And what's the ball?
Off the play fake. Eason. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Hey, check Mike 50.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Thomas has got it, complete. That one goes for 30 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
The defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 30 yards as his guys are in. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Tyus Bowser leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Door. Check. Bravo.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. And he's got him in. Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's one heck of a third down conversion, a pickup of 39. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Joe out. Jam. On the ball.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's caught by Funchess. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down, Eason. He completes this one to Mack. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Out. Check nine.
From the gun, Eason. Now loose football. The ball comes out, but I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Ravens have got it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Under 10.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight in the league.
Mayfield to throw it. Towards the end zone for Brown. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We can't be stopped.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Throwing to start the drive. Eason, Jalen Ferguson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Watch the shift. Go. Shoot.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 30 base.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Go! 60 Pittsburgh. Check Nick. Bam! Smoke! No. Off. 22 jet bomber. Hard. He's checking. Crash.
Leo. Hey, Sam on. Yo, go.
Watch the shift.
Say go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason, he's going to launch. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funchess, 89 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He's going deep for Brown. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10.
Tight dog.
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Eluding the pressure right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner. It may have been a fumble. The Colts on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 14.
29 is the Mike 29. Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Eason into heavy traffic, and it's...
Teams turned it over 3 times in the first half. We just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Undercrush.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Point it right. 50, 65.
On 2nd and very short, Mayfield. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check it out, Lee. Hey, alert.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. It's Hill, complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, 78 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards.
And a Raven first down.
180.
Here we go.
Real.
Slam.
On the end around, this is Thomas. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll run the screen with Mack. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Rock it.
Watch out.
Ready?
2nd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Eason. And he gets it to Funchess complete. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
First and 10.
On 1st and 10, Eason, he's going to go deep and for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something that...
And this is caught at the 20. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Set, 180. Hey, alert.
Shoot. Watch it.
Regular.
Safety's creeping.
Mayfield off the play fake. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. From the gun, Mayfield. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mayfield now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Working. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Mayfield looks to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
80 weapons.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Operating from the gun. Eason, and he connects with Ebron. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Exit. Let's go.
From the gun, Eason. And that's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a run with Mack. And an alley to run. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're... And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Corey Davis, 34 yards. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards. All told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
53, not 53. Hey, what's regular?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball because keeping on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get it. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Watch screen. Hey, orbit. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Eason. Funches has it complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Colts on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Eason. And this is going to be incomplete. critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Watch out for Hill on the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, alert!
Here's Mayfield. It's complete to Fuller. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Michael Thomas, 50 yards. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Colts take over first down at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a gain.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
A first down throw from Mayfield. He's got Fuller. A gain of 6 there on first.
Yeah, baby, boom!
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Colts' 36-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. To throw, Mayfield. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking deep for Hilton. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
On the set.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Look at me. Go.
Show it.
Hey.
Back to throw. Eason. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Looking to throw. Eason. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Running with Kamara. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. On the ground, Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Now Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.